Okay, let's dive deep into Psalm chapter 40 today.
Mm.
This is a text that really maps out quite a journey, doesn't it? From being stuck, waiting, to finding some really solid ground.
Yeah, it's powerful. And what strikes me right away is the waiting part. I waited patiently for the Lord,
Right.
but this isn't, comfortable waiting room waiting.
Yeah.
It's waiting from what's described as a slimy pit, mud and mire. It's this image of being completely trapped, sinking, really.
That image just hits hard, that feeling of being absolutely stuck, no firm footing.
Not at all.
And the deliverance described as such a stark contrast, being lifted out of that.
Totally. And
Yeah.
not just lifted out, but your feet are set on a rock.
Yeah, given a firm place to stand. It's like the ultimate picture of going from chaos to stability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rescue, but also relocation to solid ground. And the response to that deliverance, that's key here too.
It's not just a quiet few.
No, not at all. It's a new song,
Yeah.
a hymn of praise.
Yeah.
And interestingly, this isn't meant to be kept private.
Yeah.
The psalm says, many will see and fear and put their trust in the Lord. So the personal rescue becomes, well, a public testimony.
So your own experience, your own deliverance isn't just for you. It kind of radiates outward.
That seems to be the idea. It encourages faith in others.
And who is this for? I mean, who gets this blessing? The psalm seems pretty clear.
It is. Blessed is the man who makes the Lord his trust.
Who does not look to the proud, to those who turn aside to false gods.
Right.
A sharp contrast.
Definitely. Trusting God versus, say, human arrogance or chasing illusions.
Mm-hmm. And this leads to a really interesting point about what God actually wants. The psalm takes a bit of a turn, doesn't it?
It does, especially for its time. It says, sacrifice and offering you did not desire. Burnt offerings and sin offerings you did not require.
That must have sounded, well, radical.
You'd think so. Instead, it says, my ears you have pierced. It feels like a pushback against focusing only on the external rituals.
Ah, okay. So it's shifting focus. From the outward stuff, the required religious acts.
Right.
To something deep inside. My ears you have pierced, like a readiness to listen, to really hear God's instruction.
Exactly. An openness. And the next line really hammers this home. I desire to do your will, O my God. Your law is within my heart.
Wow. So the core thing isn't the animal you bring, but the internal desire, the will to obey, having God's law written on your heart.
Precisely. It's about that internal posture. And then flowing from that internal commitment comes external action.
But a different kind of action.
Yeah, not sacrifice, but speaking. Proclaiming righteousness, faithfulness, salvation, love, truth out loud. Not hiding it.
So declaration born from devotion.
Seems like it.
But what really stands out, I think, is that even after all this, the rescue, the rock, the commitment, it doesn't just end on a high note.
No, it doesn't. It circles right back to present struggles. Troubles without number surround me. My sins have overtaken me.
My heart fails within me. It's so real. It acknowledges that even with that history of deliverance, life is still hard. You still face your own failures.
It shows the journey isn't just a straight lineup. Past rescue doesn't mean no more trouble.
Right.
But the response is still rooted in trust. Be pleased, O Lord, to save me. O Lord, come quickly to help me. Still asking for help.
And expecting that those who seek God will find joy.
That expectation is still there.
So looking back at the whole psalm, you see this incredible range, don't you? The depths of that slimy pit, being swamped by sins.
Yeah, contrasted sharply with being set on a rock, making the Lord his trust. Despair and deliverance side by side.
And the movement is clear, from that desperate cry to a confidence, an expectation for those who seek God.
Definitely. But maybe the core idea, the thing that really resonates, is that shift we talked about.
From the external to the internal.
Exactly. That what God seems to primarily desire isn't just going through the motions, but that internal state wanting his will, having his law deep inside.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? In our own struggles, our own attempts to connect, what are we focusing on? Is it mostly the outward actions, or are we cultivating that internal posture, that trust, that willingness to really listen and follow?
Yeah, definitely something to chew on.